Welcome back, my fellow creators. Today we're going to continue with the redstone bunker, and before we do that, let's just talk about the date. So today is Thursday, and from now on I'm going to do a upload of the redstone bunker every Thursday and every Saturday, so look forward to that. But right now I'm building a lobby, or I would say a entrance hall. I think that just sounds better. But right here, I want to have a wall that is 3 high, or 4 high I meant. And this is going to retract into the bottom and the floor. So I'm going to have a 4 high expandable door. And I've already designed it in creative. And now I've just have to build it. And for that we're going to start just by placing in some pistons. And this is not going to be a tutorial. If you want a tutorial, you can let me know in the comments down below. But I like to start a door with laying out the pistons. So up here we have a triple piston extender that is going to push its block into this position. And when it's opened, it's going to push it down here and then retract it, so that the bottom section doesn't have to do a very high extension, just has to grab this block, which is very practical. So now I'm just going to build the bottom, and I believe, yes, that should be like that. So I have a double piston extender right here, then a normal piston, and another sticky piston line right there. And this is going to be our block storage. So as I mentioned earlier, the triple piston extender has 1 block, but we need 3 blocks more. So here, here, and here. These are going to be pushed down by the triple piston extender down here. And then the block storage works like this. We just power this piston, it pulls the block in, and then we power this bottom piston and take it. Then we get the other blocks just like this, and also put them in the storage, and then finally get this block down here. And now I'm going to continue with the redstone, and I'll catch you when I'm done with that. So I've completed the upper half, and what you can see on the blue concrete are the expandable redstone lines. So this is what you have to carry on for every layer that you add. And right here you can see the control circuit, which is on the green concrete, and it is a very simple control circuit for the upper half. We have to then build the bottom half to complement it and then connect those two, but that's relatively simple too. But now let's try out what this does. So flicking this lever is going to extend it. And as you can see, it extends it all the way to here. But the bottom half is going to push these blocks back up. And to see the effect, what this triple piston extender really does, and that is push these blocks down, we can place in another block to identify that. And as you can see, it will be pushed down in the position where this double piston extender can grab it. But now let me build the bottom half. So I've got the expandable redstone lines already done, and I wanted to do the rest of the redstone with you. So first of all, when this extends, we want the other piston to extend too. So I'm just going to place in a observer right there, and I think observers are such a great block and is such a great addition, because they just add a new complexity and it makes everything much easier, and most of the time a compactor. So now I'm going to place in some redstone lines, just going over here. So this is going to be a input. Then first of all, this is going to pull the block down from here. So from there it's going to pull it down there. And then we have to pull it to here. So from there, there, and then there. And for that, we're going to just hook it up with 2 1-tick repeaters, just like this. And then we still have to retract a block from up here. So that's what our double piston extender is for, and that is a very easy matter. Just place in a 3-tick repeater, and that is going to be watched by a observer. And then finally a redstone. And now we can try it. So we have to place in 2 blocks right there. And then it should all work. And it isn't a full double piston extender because it doesn't pull the blocks down to this level. But we don't want that because it has to stay at the ground level. So that's perfect. And we can try it once again. So just place in the blocks again. And try it. Everything works fine. So the last thing that we need is to have it activate with this input right here. So for that, we're going to have another seek piston with a observer. And now I'm going to get a new concrete. I'd like to use yellow. So this is our overarching control circuit. And the input is right here. I like to use a wooden button, but I think it is possible with the other button, but I'm not sure. And we still have to power this. So right here, I think that's the way I did it. So I'm just building this off of memory. I don't have it on a second screen or anything. So that's why I don't know everything, how it's built. But then we also have to power this once, because we only retracted these blocks, but before that we need to retract this block. And for that, I think I did this, didn't I? Yes, I think so. And then we have to power both of these, maybe like that. Oh no, like that. So first we need to power this block, and then 2 ticks later this block. Yes, that's perfect. Just connect them with redstone. And now I think like a 4-tick and a 3-tick repeater, I think. I don't know. But we can try that. And we should remove these blocks right here. So I'm going to try it to open it first, and then we can see how it does on the closing. But this should do the trick, I think. No, clearly it didn't. Let's see what went wrong. So I found the error, and it was this full block right here, because the observer would power it and then power the redstone dust, which would activate the entire top section, and that's not good. So I just replaced it with a slab for 1-tick pulse at the start of the button press and not at the end. And right here we can see the triple piston extender at its work, so it will push the blocks down before retracting back into the ceiling. And if we press the button again, as you can see, it will this block will get pushed back up by these blocks, which is great because it would be sticking right here if that wouldn't be the case. But now I'm probably going to build a keycard system, or think about another way to hide the input, or maybe encode it. And I'll think about it, and then I'll catch you. So I'm going to do a passcode input, and I haven't I have showed one on my channel, but that's a very old video and I don't remember how to build them. So we're doing it live on camera, and I'll probably need a item filter, so redstone torch, a comparator, and some blocks. So I think this should I should be able to just build a normal item thingy item sorter, and I think that's already done. but I'm not sure. Let me take out a anvil and a paper. Or what should I'm going to use redstone for the passcode because obvious reasons. And maybe what should the passcode be? Maybe you could let me know in the comments down below, but for now it's temporary password. Very creative, I know. But just put it in this hopper. And I think the item flow should stop right about now. Yes. And do we get a output when it is on 3? So just let me try that. So output, and then maybe into a T flip-flop so that we can see it. Just like this. And this block should be right there then. So let me try that. Yes, I think that's a good button placement. No, it didn't do the thing. Oh, it's such a short pulse, it doesn't even render the observer. I think if the observer is pulled away too quickly, it doesn't give a pulse to the piston. Yes, that's what it is. But as you can see, it will give a pulse when we do that. So we probably can just make a line to this. Yeah, that's the input. And this input has to only be, I think, 2 ticks. Yes, 2 ticks because of the pistons, and 3 ticks because it has observers on top. So we have to have a 3-tick repeater right there. And now that we have the password or our combination right there, we can just press the button and the door will change state. And I've modified it to be iron, so the door is made out of iron because I think it looks tough enough for a vault door. But if we press the button again, it will open. And now just for symmetry, we're going to just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the button. Or yes, okay, but I'm not going to use a password, or am I? No, I think from inside it is good if you can just open it. So we have to input into this block, and we can't input with a repeater because that would override this redstone dust, which would release a item out of this item hopper, and we don't want that. So we have to use redstone dust, then a repeater right there, and this should work. And I'm probably just going to use a very short signal, so observer and 3-tick repeater, and this should work. Yes, it works perfectly. So now we can extend the floor just like this. And if you want to if you want me to build some other security measures, let me know what you have in your mind, because I can't really come up with anything. Maybe like lasers. I know there's something about those laser security systems. I don't know how they work. Probably with tripwire or something. But I don't really know what they do. It never really interested me. So yeah. But I can just fix up these spots, because if the pistons are out, you can see that right through them. So you could see the iron block up there in that corner, and before there it came light. So now we can decorate this place, and I'm going to keep the door or the height 4 blocks, because I think it's tall enough for a spacey feel, but it's not too tall so that it is you're shrunken down or you feel very tiny. I think it's the perfect height in Minecraft. 3 is okay too, but I think just that 4 is the best. So for now, I'm just going to place in some symmetric lights, just like this. And yes, I know this isn't the same distance as this, but I really didn't bother as I started designing the room, so that's my mistake. But now we should be able to complete our lobby. So just place in the last lights. That's not the right distance. One more. So just place that. And now that we have a completely symmetrical lobby, right here we can maybe have a large hall, maybe round, maybe hexagonal. I don't know yet. I'm going to decide on that. But we could put in some other things, maybe a reception desk. So what is iron? I like to use iron because it feels sterile. But what is white too? So a diorite, but that's like, there's very much gray in there and it doesn't really feel sterile. But glass, of course. Ice is great, I think. So maybe ice, but you can't really use ice with lighting, so that's a bit of a problem. But weighted pressure plates, of course. Hoppers, I love hoppers. And slabs. Slabs are the best. But I was thinking like something of this kind. Yeah, I'm not the best builder, you can't believe that. But maybe like a chain hanging down like this, holding the desk. That is quite good, I think. And you can't place pressure plates on that. Maybe no, it is it doesn't work with the floor, so just replace that. I don't know. That's not great. Maybe even do this. No, I think that's too bulky. But I think that's pretty okay. Maybe on this side too. So, and maybe we are going to have a villager or something like that. So maybe we could have a Bob or Steve. I like Steve. But then we have to do this so he can't escape. But right now my inventory is so cluttered, I'm just going to delete it. But right here we can spawn ourselves a villager. And I should have used the anvil before. And I know I'm killing other persons. It's Minecraft, it's not real, so. But now we can name our villager Bob or Jeff. Jeff is better. And now we have a villager right there. A black coat, I think. Maybe. I like black coats. So you're staying. Maybe some healing for you. Healing, healing. So healing for you. And that's pretty much it. Oh, one thing I forgot is we can add a lever on this side. Right here. Then get some concrete for redstone. And yes, I always build my redstone on concrete or terracotta, so that I don't accidentally destroy it when I'm terraforming. But that's more in survival, but still. And just a habit. And I think you can really give the whole redstone some structure, as you can see in this build. So the blue is the expandable or the lines that you have to expand. Then these are so green and Green is for the upper part, the control circuit, and then orange is for the low part, and yellow is just connecting those two, and some of the lower part is also in the yellow, so these two is also controlling the bottom circuit, but I don't mind that little misconception. But now we can just leave this line or leave this line here, and we have to figure a way out how to prevent anyone from activating it. And I think the easiest method is just by having a piston remove the block. So just come down there, and now I think that should work. Let's just check. And this has to be a torch. So right now it's in position, and now it should be off. Yes, okay. Maybe a lamp would be good, so a indicator lamp, and maybe even on the other side too. So 2 indicator lamps, and I think this lobby is pretty much complete. I've just checked the timer on this video and it's getting quite long, so I'm going to end it right here. But if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. If you have enjoyed, rate, and please subscribe if you really enjoyed it and want to see more redstone on my channel. But anyway, I hope to see you in the next one.